Your mind is powerful, more powerful than you probably realize. The things you focus on every day quietly shape your life. What you think about, what you pay attention to, what you repeat in your mind. All of that influences the direction you move, because you get what you focus on. If you focus on problems all the time, your mind becomes a problem-finding machine. You start seeing obstacles everywhere. Small issues feel bigger than they really are. But if you focus on solutions, growth, and opportunity, your brain starts looking for ways forward. Same world, different focus. Think about it like this. When you buy a new car or start thinking about one, suddenly you see that exact model everywhere. Those cars were always there. You just never noticed them before. Your mind filters the world based on what you pay attention to, and the same thing happens with your thoughts. If you constantly tell yourself that things never work out, your brain will look for proof of that. It will highlight every setback and ignore the progress. But if you focus on improvement, effort, and possibility, your brain starts recognizing opportunities instead of obstacles. Your attention becomes a compass. Where you point it is where you move. That's why people with the same circumstances can end up in completely different places. One person focuses on limitations, another focuses on possibilities. One stays stuck, the other moves forward. And listen, this doesn't mean ignoring reality. Problems exist, challenges are real, but you don't need to live inside them. You can acknowledge a problem and still focus on solving it instead of dwelling on it. Focus determines energy. When you constantly focus on what's wrong, you feel drained, you feel helpless, you feel overwhelmed. But when you shift your focus to progress, even small progress, your energy changes. You start seeing movement, and movement creates momentum. Momentum is powerful. One positive action leads to another. One improvement leads to the next. Before you know it, you're moving in a direction you once thought was impossible. Your focus also affects how you see yourself. If you focus only on your mistakes, you start believing you're not good enough. But if you focus on your growth, the things you've learned, the progress you've made, you start recognizing your strength. You build confidence. Your focus shapes your identity. It shapes how you feel about your life. It shapes how you treat others. It shapes how you approach challenges. So ask yourself this question. What am I focusing on most of the time? Fear or possibility? Problems or solutions? Comparison or self-improvement? Because whatever you consistently focus on will grow. Focus on negativity long enough and it multiplies. Focus on progress long enough and it multiplies too. You may not control everything that happens around you, but you can choose what you give your attention to. And attention is powerful currency. Where you invest it determines the direction of your life, so choose your focus carefully. Focus on learning instead of failing. Focus on effort instead of perfection. Focus on what you can build instead of what you lost. Because over time, that focus becomes your reality. You get what you focus on. So make sure you're focusing on something worth building.